Young black men are getting snatched off the streets of Washington, D.C., so this is not the time for us to be any quieter. This is the time to actually get louder. Because, like, this is literally that poem. Like, they came for X, and I didn't do anything. They came for Y, I didn't do anything. They came for Z, I didn't do anything. And then they came for me, and there was no one there to do anything to stop them. There are a lot of black creators who have explained all of this much better than I can.
So Republican states of Ohio, West Virginia, and I think South Carolina are giving their National Guard to Trump. Around 1,500 National Guard soldiers will be in D.C. walking around trying to intimidate the black community. You heard me. This ain't got nothing to do with nobody else but us, okay? They are arresting black men. They're only looking and targeting minorities. I saw a girl make a video saying that they were waiting at the bus stop, pulling people off. They pushed the white folks aside. They pulled off the black folks and I think an Asian lady. They don't give a fuck about white folks. They are targeting black people and minorities. And for our black men, I'm going to need y'all to just do me one big favor. Please come together. Please come. Don't let them take us so easily. This is not the time for infighting. We need to be protecting each other because now it is us against them. It ain't nothing else. These white folks in that White House, they hate us. They hate black people. And the whole reason they want to get rid of immigrants is to put black people in a place that they deem appropriate for us, which is at the bottom of this goddamn country. Don't let them bully us. They are putting us on the TVs. Don't let them make it so easy. Get us off the fucking streets. Get us in the house. Make sure y'all protecting each other. Making sure y'all have each other's back. Because the time right now is for us to come together like we came together during the election. Because these white folks, they fucking hate us. And we always knew that if they ever had a chance, we would be their main targets. And now is the time because after he's done with DC, he's going to move over to Baltimore, to Oakland. Hell, he may bring his ass to Atlanta, New Orleans. We don't know what his next move is, but we know who the target is. So y'all please just stay safe.
Trump is targeting black people. Here we go again. He's not boldly stepping in to clean up Washington, D.C. by tackling crime, homelessness, or making the city look better. Nope. According to the ever-vigilant liberals and their woke squad, it is just another sneaky scheme to target the black community. Because, of course, sending 800 National Guard troops and 120 FBI agents on night patrols is less about protecting people and more about tyranny. And hey, even if Trump found a cure for cancer tomorrow, you better believe the woke and liberals will spin it into some sinister plot. Can't win with those folks. Did you hear that? Sounds like thunder. Of course, Trump's behind it somehow. We are just 7 months in and he's already doing great. What's your take?
So guys, do you know that time when some of our brothers and sisters, the Black Americans, some of them literally keep on coming out and saying that, guys, this is not our thing, we really don't care. I feel like it's high time to really stand out for themselves because this is something that is really very important. Yes, I'm not bringing out these videos to even scare anybody or to put somebody like you should stay in your house, close yourself in the house, don't go make some shopping or don't go out and eat some food. No, I feel like it's high time to start checking up on you, like for them to start checking up on each other, showing more love to literally protect themselves because it's well stated from the videos that we've just watched. Those people really don't love black people. They don't. So I'm not intending you guys to scare you, but I feel like these videos are very important. And it's not the time of saying, no, this is not our thing, this is not our thing. Let the homeless be removed. We don't care. I think this is more than just removing the homeless people. It's more of something that is really huge. And I think they are really focusing onto the black man in America. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Sumi here again, just in case you're landing on my page for the very first time. I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are. Well, all my returning subscribers and those ones that have just subscribed to the channel, you guys, I appreciate you. I don't take none of you guys for granted because Whatever support you add on here, it honestly means a lot to me. Well, what are we going to be reacting on today? It's not even something of more of a reaction. It's kind of a call to the Black community. Why am I even talking about the Black community, or why am I even bringing videos that are really very important to the Black community? I personally, my content is about the Black Americans. Now, I'm not going to answer that question. Why do Africans always want to talk about Black Americans? Why? Don't you have things in your own country? I'll talk about that later, but for now, depending on how this video is, I personally, majority of my supporters on here, they are Black Americans. And therefore, I came across these videos and I honestly was so touched. Yes, I keep on bringing different clips on here. So what is the use of always me bringing videos that bring in controversy, wars, and fighting? What is the use? What is the main reason? How about me coming out and actually bringing these clips for you guys, something that I think that is going to bring you together? Okay, so this is the main reason why I've actually decided to bring these clips together. I know I might not be able to explain them better since I'm not in America, or even I don't know what exactly is going on, but I felt like you guys, you need to know about this. If you're Black American and you're landing on my page for the very first time, or even you are a returning subscriber, guys, I felt like these videos are very important. You know very well whatever is going on in DC, as they have removed all the homeless people on the streets. However, allegedly, most of these Black Americans, brothers and sisters, they think Trump is actually looking at targeting Black people. Now, for the safety of Black people, I felt like if you haven't come across these videos yet, or even if you've come across them yet, what do you think? What do you think? So this is the main reason why I've decided to bring these clips for you, for those ones that I haven't really watched them, or even if you don't know what is going on, maybe, So let us watch them together and let me know what you think down in the commentary.
What's happening in DC is a tactic that our government in this country has consistently used: slave catching. It's the hypercriminalization of marginalized people, in the same way that they made enslaved Black people running away from slavery to freedom illegal. They don't want liberation for Black people. And the reason that it's being done so aggressively and so publicly is because they want to desensitize us to seeing Black people and Black bodies being harmed the same way that they desensitized Black people in the past. And their goal is to try to condition us to believe that marginalized people are bad and people who are experiencing poverty are bad and unsafe. The reason that they made a public spectacle out of arresting Afeni, the civil rights activist, is because they know that she's aware of her history, right? And so what she's doing is spreading awareness so that history is not recreated. Criminalizing Black people is what politicians have been doing since politicians existed. And they've taken it as far as criminalizing Black children. Remember when Hillary Clinton called the kids in Chicago super predators? Remember when Ronald Reagan and his wife started the war on drugs, but they only targeted certain drugs that existed in certain communities because people in certain communities could only afford certain kinds of drugs, even though it was the same drugs that white people were doing, just a different type, instead of focusing on how the drugs were actually getting into America, not by the people in the communities that he was targeting. It's all strategic forms of oppression to try to limit the liberation of Black people because they see that Black people have been advancing at a rate that they can no longer control, which, to be quite frank, has always been happening. Even with all of their efforts to criminalize Black people throughout the centuries, we've still been able to progress. So now they're trying to take an even more aggressive approach, and they're encouraging people who have been hiding in the backwoods of America to come out and be outwardly racist towards Black people.
I don't know if you saw the video about what's happening in DC and how the police basically raided a Black neighborhood, but Black people are under attack as usual. Okay. Black people need white allyship in person. Okay. All this rah-rah on the internet, we can't stand what's happening, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, prove it, okay? If you see something happening that's wrong, you should speak up about it. Black lives have always been on the line from the dawn of time, and I'm sick of talking about it, but I will never stop talking about it because we're tired of always being the ones that's doing the work, always being the ones that's on the front lines, protesting, trying to fight for our own rights. If y'all feel the way that we do, if you really care about us, do something. That's it. I mean, we can only protect ourselves to a degree. And Black people, stand down, okay? Stand down. Try not, and I'm trying to be as sensitive as possible when I say this. Don't give them a reason, because you being Black is already reason enough in their eyes. Don't give them another reason to do anything to you. I don't even know if that's the answer, but it's just a recommendation. Y'all Black boys, y'all stay safe. That's it. I'm not out here to try to fearmonger. I'm just very over everything that is happening. I've been over it. But we have, Black people have to be vigilant, and we have to protect ourselves. We have to be aware, and we have to be mindful of our surroundings.
The war on Black people has always been apparent. The deployment of the National Guard and federal forces in D.C. has not been about crime at all. It's never been. It's been about the ongoing war that's been happening. They are, quite frankly, in our faces in real time, telling us that to be Black, to be migrant, to be brown, to be poor is a crime. There's nothing to talk to the mayor about. There's no advice to get from her. This is the system that we live under. This is what we have always been up against. We are our solution. And this is why during Black August, so many Black revolutionaries commemorated and organized every single day, because we recognize that regardless of the suppression that we're seeing right now in real time in the nation's capital, this happens every day. DC has always been a cop city and always been overly policed. But to say this is about the crime rate and to try to talk to the mayor about what are some of the issues we need to do, this is not that. We need to be honest and real about what's been happening. We've been experiencing racism. We've been experiencing Afrophobia. We've been experiencing this. And the sooner we recognize the importance of us pulling our power together and organizing around this so we can always be ready instead of having to get ready, and realize that capitalism is fascist, that this state has always been fascist and imperialist and colonial. So we're not going to stop seeing this. This did not start with the president. This is the precedent and the foundation of this country. And it's unfortunate that we have to have moments like this show us the truth of what we try to sugarcoat. There is no time to debate or talk to a government official about what is it that we can do. This is what the state and the government is doing. That is who they answer to. So the sooner that we recognize this is a product of the state that we live in and the system that we live up under, the sooner we can come together within ourselves, within our spirits, within our communities to figure out what it is we can do. But if we keep lying to ourselves and moving into the spirit of comfort every 4 years until we receive a democratic president and think all of our problems are solved, we will never know peace. This country will never know peace. An elder today said, white supremacist societies are ahistorical, they're ungodly, and they're doomed. What are we building? What are we doing? What are we thinking about? That is where my brain is at. I don't give a fuck what the mayor has to say.
This message is for Black folk. For months on end, I've seen us get on social media, laugh and mock the immigrant community. And I made video after video in solidarity with other marginalized communities, understanding the fight that we have standing together. And the very real fact that every harm that comes to any community, we get it the worst. People making jokes about undocumented folks getting picked up by ICE. And I said in video after video after video, that what do you think they are going to do to us? And folks were in the comments, but we're citizens. But this is what they voted for. Fuck around and find out. And I said that because of the president that we all have, we all end up stuck with the find out stage. And here we are in DC on August 15, 2025. And you know what citizenship has gotten people in DC? Unlawfully harassed, unlawfully stopped, unlawfully searched, maced, chased, and over-policed, as well as detained and jailed for simply standing around their community. And for all those goofies saying, oh, they're trying to reduce crime, DC has the technology that can zoom in so close to your license plate if you speed that you don't think they don't know who might be busting out a car window. And as I've said in many videos to my people, you can continue to claim that you are sitting it out, but they're going door to door, and it's just a matter of time before that door knock is yours or someone that you know. And if you're not willing to fight for your own life, who do you think is going to do it?
So as I said earlier in the beginning of this video, guys, and by the way, if you've watched it up to this far, I'm thinking you have enjoyed it. Let me stop from here. As I said, I won't be able to explain exactly what is going on, but this video is specifically for Black Americans. Yes, if you're not a Black American, maybe you just swipe. But anywho, I won't say a lot, but if you've watched this video up to this far, I'm thinking you have enjoyed it and you have learned something, you know. So I hope this video has really been beneficial to you. Allow me stop from here. We shall meet again in another reaction video that I'll be uploading tomorrow. Bye. See you.